Hey dolls, it's your girl Jaybella back with another video. So this is going to be a part 2 of a full face breakdown. This video slash tutorial is going to be basically contouring, concealing, and highlighting. So without further ado, we're going to get straight into the video. So basically I already did my eyebrows and I already put on my foundation off camera. Next thing we're going to do is conceal underneath the eye. And I'm going to be using my BH Cosmetic foundation and conceal palette. And I'm going to be using... should I use a lighter color? I'm going to be using this color. Oh my god. Yep, I'm going to use this color. I'm going to be using a foundation brush. This flat head foundation brush for my concealer. Because normally I use my buffing brush for my foundation. So basically, what a concealer does is it can pretty much hide like your bags, it covers your bags. It could cover up any dark marks you have going on, any redness. But concealers, what it is like they come in different colors. So when it's like a blue or pink one, a really pale white one, they are specifically used for certain things like redness, dark spots. So basically I'm going to be putting the concealer underneath my eyes, a bit on my chin, a little bit around my upper lip area. I'm going to go on the bridge of my nose, on my T-zone, my forehead, and then I'm going to put a little bit underneath my contour area. Next, I'm going to get my blending brush. I'm going to get a damp blending brush. And then I'm going to blend it in. And then after I blend it in, I'm going to set it with some loose powder. And then I'm going to go in with my contour. When you're trying to find the right concealer color, you want to make sure it's like a shade or two lighter than your actual skin tone or your foundation. So you want to make sure everything is blended in well. You want to make sure there's no patchy spots going on, because then when you continue to do your face and you put the little flash on, you're going to see everything. And I learned from my mistakes. I've done that plenty of time. I thought I had it going on. I went outside and it was looking like a train wreck. I was extremely pale. One, that wasn't working out. And when I took pictures, you seen little patchy spots. No. Next thing I'm going to be using is my Estee Lauder Double Wear Loose Powder. And this is in the shade Mineral Rich. It's more of like a brownish color. You can see, yeah. Be careful with the loose powder because they can get everywhere. So yeah, I'm going to use the Estee Lauder loose powder. I'm going to use that to set my concealer. So basically, setting and baking is basically the same thing. Well, depending on what you're doing. So if you're doing underneath your eyes and you're pretty much when you put your concealer at, you can say setting or you can say baking. It's the same thing. You just want to make sure it stays where it's supposed to be. When you put your concealer on, but then you leave it and then you come back to it and you see a whole bunch of line is creasing up and everything else, you want to make sure you set in. But if you ever happen to pause for a moment and you see the creasing of your concealer, what you do is you take either a beauty blender or whatever brush you use and blend it right back in. And then you're good to go, and then hurry up and use your setting powder before it decides to want to crease up again. Also with the setting powder, you want to make sure you don't put too much. You want to make sure you don't leave it on too long. And you want to make sure it's not too light for your face. Because if it's too light for your face, or if you leave it on too long, you're going to look extra white. You're going to look like a ghost. You don't want to be walking around looking like Casper. That ain't cute. So as I leave this on, I'm going to go in with my contour. So you can let this sit and let it bake for a minute or two, and you can start your contouring. So contouring is basically where the hell is contouring? You know the truth? I don't really know the exact meaning of contouring, but basically it's where, you know, where the darkest spots are in your face. So I'm going to show you one side. I'm using this Modern Fashion contouring palette. Look like this. I got it from Amazon. I only paid like $5, I believe. $5 to $10. It's worth it. It came with a little cute mirror, nice size mirror. It came with 6 different shades. It came with 6 different shades. I'm going to be using this color right here because any other one is basically either too dark or too light for my face. So you get a little bit, just dab. Make sure you don't put too much, so you just, and then you go in where your cheekbone is and brush it. You want to make sure you don't go. You want to make sure you don't put too much on it. You want to make sure you don't go too dark. You want to make sure you're not going too dark on your face, because then you're going to look actually crazy. So you want to make sure it's a nice warm tone on your face. Give your cheekbones some depth to it. So basically, if you don't know where you should be contouring at, here's a little few tricks you can do. You can get a lamp, make sure it's nothing on but that lamp. Sit in front of a mirror, turn the lamp on, and go around your face to see where the light hits your face and where it doesn't. If it doesn't hit in the spots that it does not hit your face, that's where you're supposed to contour. The spots that it hits your face, where it lights up, that's where you conceal at, okay? Some people like to contour their jawline. You can do that if you feel like you want to make it more structure. You can. I put a little bit there because my jawbone is already a little bit structured. I have more of a slimmer face, as people would say. Also, you can contour your nose if you choose to. I'm not going to do that. My nose is already slim enough. So once you're done with your contour, you're going to take a big old brush like this, or you can use something a little bit smaller. Any type of fluffy brush you got going on. You can use any one of these type of brushes and just brush away the setting powder. You want to brush away the excess setting powder. So now we done our concealing, we did our baking, we did our contour. Now we're going to go to highlighting. So I'm pretty sure everybody already know what highlighting is. You see the Instagram baddies or whatever, and you see they're glowing to the god. I'm going to show you different areas where you can highlight at, how to use the highlighter, how much to put, and everything else. So with highlighting, they come in different colors. And for that reason, it depends on your skin tone. So if you're more of a fair, if you're pretty much white, you know, you're a white tone, then you should use more of a like bluish color or more of a pinkish, yeah, like a blue color. Then if you're going in between, like you're more fair, going to like caramel colors and everything else, you could use between like a pinkish, depending on your skin tone, you can use pink, and then going on from there, you could use like more of a brown tone. So I have, or golden I should say, I have this Glow Glam Baked Illuminating Highlighter. This is it. I got it from Hush. I got it from Hush.com or the app. And I only paid $5 for this. Free shipping. Everybody loves free. So, basically, you take this. This is the color. Okay. This is the color most I can get without it being so white, because it's glowing. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this is the color. It's more of a golden color. So you take your brush, you don't want to take too much. Scratch that. Before you do anything else, what I've learned with using highlighters, you want to make sure everything else is set in your face. So I'm using my NYX matte finish setting spray. So but what I learned to get the best glow out of your highlighter, right, is to wet your brush. With any makeup, actually, the best way to get it looking all flawless, on point, on fleek, on everything else, with your concealer, foundation, boom, wet your brushes. Don't like soak it, but you know, make sure it's damped. Make sure it's like you can feel the wetness, and then you put it on. It comes out 10 times better, I'm telling you. Even if you put it on, boom, you spray your brush with your setting spray or whatever the case may be, and you put it on, girl, I'm telling you, I'm gonna show you both sides. So you know, boom, 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 and I'm gonna do it this side. You don't want to go force your hand on between the brush and your face. So you want to go gently so you can build more onto that. So I'm going here. You're going to go on your cheekbone, like right here. Makeup is basically to test it. It's like to play with. You're supposed to play with makeup. You're supposed to find out what works for you and what doesn't. Now we did that side with the regular brush without it being wet. Take my setting spray. I'm going to take my setting spray and I'm going to damp it. And then boom. And I'm going to put it on my cheekbone. As you can see, ooh, glowing for days. See, you can see the difference from not damped to damp. There you go. I'm gonna go back over this with my damp brush because I want it to be even. I'm gonna highlight our nose. So here's the thing when you highlight your nose, right? You don't want to put like all the way down. No. So you're gonna start from here and brush it down. And you want to start, basically I'm gonna show you, here to there. So you're gonna start from here to there. That's it. You don't want to, just basically the inside of your nose, right here. Inside the bridge of your nose, you don't want, do not do anything else. Right there, and then on the tip of your nose. And you could use your fingers if you prefer. I use both. I go there and then I blend it in with my finger because I find it much easier. And then you can highlight a little bit right there. That's basically it. That's the highlighting, contouring, and concealing. The end of part 2 of the full face. So you can go on with your day. You know how to do everything else. If you need help learning how to do something else, just comment below and let me know, and I will make a video for you. And if you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Yes, girl, subscribe. If you already subscribed or you're still new at subscribing, press that bell button so you know when I update my videos. Okay, you get an update on when I'm posting something new. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.